Mike Moore Media.
Terry Snyder is founder of Operation North State, where the focus is on our wounded warriors and disabled veterans. Hey, Terry, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Mike. Thanks for having me on today.
Always good to talk to you. And we're kind of getting back on schedule on a few things. So what's going on with Operation North State? And I know you didn't get to have a lot of your events. Nobody did this last little while. But what's happening now?
Yeah, let's say we pretty much had to shut down like every other support services organization for our veterans, our deployed troops and all. But what is coming back online, we actually got to host one of our fishing festivals. We actually do 8 a year, but around mid-September we held one on Randleman Lake. We were able to get 55 wounded warriors and disabled veterans on the water. And since then, the interest has been so strong, a lot of those what we call host boaters that take out the wounded warriors and disabled veterans, they have signed up to take them out one-on-one. And I would say as of today, we've got 31 trips where these host boaters are taking out wounded warriors, disabled veterans. Something is already on the books for them to get them on the boat and on the water over the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Terry, this is wonderful news, isn't it?
Well, it really is, because the shutdown really affected a lot of people. And you know, we had Operation North State. We adhered to the guidelines and, you know, what we thought was right. But still, that doesn't keep people from needing to get out when needing to get out and being in the sunlight and, you know, trying to adapt to the general public again. That's what's going on in these wounded warriors and disabled veterans' lives right now. And with them making progress, it kind of came to a stop. So we're just tickled to death that's back. And speaking of that, we're also going to pick back up in Winston-Salem our monthly event called Cycling Hills Vets Connect, kind of like a veterans coffee if you're used to that, because not everybody that comes to this cycling event gets on a bike. Maybe 50% of them will get on a bike. The others will just sit around and jaw a little bit for 2.5 hours with their fellow veterans, and that's just a really cool day too. So all that's back on board, and then we could talk all day about our 11th year of our NC Cares Christmas Box Project.
I tell you, I can't believe it's been 11 years, and I think we've been talking about that since day one, since the first year. NC Cares Christmas Box Project retooled this time around. So how's the pandemic affecting you?
Well, that was affecting us in a big way. So it's probably around the April through June time frame. I was losing some sleep on that one because, you know, that box is all about utilizing North Carolina's people, places, products, and pride to do what we can to send boxes every Christmas to North Carolina's deployed troops. And it really has a big North Carolina theme to it. And we don't think any other project in the country is taking place with that themed project. Mm-hmm. And with the pandemic and everything, we knew there were going to be issues. Issues still exist today. Packing parties, they're held by like Victory Junction, Piedmont Natural Gas, iHeart Radio Media out of Charlotte, and all those are big corporations. And those corporations still stay pretty much in a lockdown, so we can't go onto those facilities. The other thing is we didn't know if the North Carolina brands, logos, and products that go into those boxes would be on board. But I'm happy to say that 100% of all the supporters that have given us product for the last 10 years, they have continued to give us product and have pledged and signed up for this year. And we'll make arrangements to pack these items, so that's going to happen. But the big retooling that you mentioned, we will no longer be sending these care packages to our North Carolina deployed troops. We've got some of the bases that aren't even accepting packages. Some of them, if they accept them, they might quarantine them. And then the other thing that affected us in a big way, the U.S. Postal Service moving forward, whether it's me or you as an individual going to mail a box to an APO, which is an international post office address for a military person, or if we do it as a project such as our 1,500 boxes, we can no longer give them a handwritten custom form. Well, that's just killed our project. And for you as an individual, you are going to have to go online and fill out your custom form and print the label off and put it on your package. And we hope people will still do that, because if not, we're even going to see a bigger drop in the care packages going to our deployed troops this year.
Well, but you have adjusted, and tell us again where these boxes are going this time around, Terry.
Yeah, this time around, as part of our retooling, we will fill up a 14 by 14, 6 inches high box. It'll be filled with North Carolina goodies. It'll be filled with messages from individuals that have written to the recipients of these boxes. But instead of deployed troops, moving forward, these NC Cares Christmas boxes will be going to North Carolina's shut-in veterans. And a shut-in veteran is someone that's pretty much dependent on somebody coming by, taking care of their needs. They've got a major caregiver in their life. Maybe their facility and where they live might be a room with somebody or in a nursing home. But I think we all know what a shut-in is, and that is who we're going to serve moving forward with these boxes.
Okay. How can we help?
Yeah, how we can help. Number one, then the biggie is if you know or have in your life someone that is a shut-in, you can go to www.operationnorthstate.com and you can submit a name. If you have multiple people, and that's a little bit too much for you, you can contact me at mailbox@operationnorthstate.com, and we'll work up a way, whether it's a spreadsheet or whatever, and we'll get a list of names from you. They are first come, first served. They are free. They're incredible gifts. And the other way people can help, at Facebook, operationnorthstate.com, there is a template. You can pull that template down, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and use that sheet of paper and write a message. Write a message to a veteran. All those messages, last year we had over 7,000, all those messages will be going into these boxes. And then the last thing we have is what we call, you might want to sponsor a collection box drive. That's where your work, your church, your club, you might want to put a box up and then tape on the side the 10 or 12 items that these veterans are specifically asking for. It's mostly on the toiletry side. Those are 3 ways we could really use some help with the project this year.
Okay. Well, the boxes will be distributed when, Terry?
Yeah, very good question. As always, we will pack these boxes between about the 2nd or 3rd up through the 14th of December. We will have them totally packaged, ready for our distribution partners, like the American Legion Riders, other veterans organizations. They are actually going to deliver these boxes for us throughout North Carolina. Those will be ready to be picked up by the 15th, and we're asking those partners to get those boxes in the hands of these shut-in veterans between the 15th and the 22nd of December.
Okay, excellent. Okay, Terry, lots of good news to report as always. Anything else before we finish?
That's it. I would just say if you want to learn a little bit more about us, real active at operationnorthstate.com, our Facebook page. And then the second thing, if you're out and about, and we do this rain or shine, but our Cycling Hills Vets Connect is second Tuesday of every month. Great way to get to know us and some of the people we serve, and that is at Salem Lake. And our first one coming up back since the pandemic is next Tuesday. We're real excited about that.
Okay. Now, is this going to be year-round this time around?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the
cycling. Mm-hmm, cycling.
Yeah, the cycling will not go away. The only thing that brought it down was the pandemic back in March. This is our first one. It is year-round, and it's the second Tuesday of every month. It's not going away as long as we're allowed to hold the event.
Okay, so that's October 13th, the next one. Okay, Terry, thank you and your team at Operation North State for making it happen for our wounded warriors and disabled vets. We certainly appreciate all your work.
Mike, we appreciate it. And like you brought up a really, really valid point in our team. And just for you to know, you are a big, big part of that team. So thanks for all your efforts.
I do very little, but glad to do anything we can because we certainly believe in Operation North State. That's for sure. Thank you, Terry. Have a good week. Okay, bye-bye.
You too. Bye now.
Terry Snyder, founder of Operation North State. Just a little glimpse at some of the good work they do. Their 11th season of the NC Cares Christmas Box Project, retooled, but certainly helping in a big way at this holiday season as well. So check them out at OperationNorthState.com and on Facebook at Operation North State. We appreciate your help and your support.